my name's Cathryn Nolan. I have the very great privilege of being your facilitator, guide, teacher in fundamentals of contract law this semester. So I just wanted to introduce myself. This is my face. This is the same video that I'll be using for both the face-to-face and the online cohort, because as far as I'm concerned, you sit in different virtual classrooms, but you're all the same class and you're all coming out with the same materials at the very end. And I'm really hoping that you get to know each other a little bit, both within your respective cohorts and across both modes of operation. I love teaching online. I love being in the classroom. And I really hope that you love being in my classroom as well, whether that's in the face-to-face room or whether that's online, working with your colleagues in more remote areas. So, a little bit about me. I'm not your usual academic. I'm not a doctor or a professor. I'm a lawyer with very close to 30 years worth of transactional experience. I started off in very large firms, doing large corporate project work, mainly in the M&A space. Over the last 15 years or so, though, I've really narrowed down more into the technology and financial services space. I've worked, as I said, in large firms. I'm currently a sole practitioner, which is a very small part of what I do. I'm also worked in medium-sized firms. I have worked in-house. I've been a listed company director. I've been a startup founder. I have done a range of different things, including working for a short time in an investment bank. So I have a very strong, non-litigious, transactional legal background, and that's what I think I can bring to the classroom. We'll spend a lot of time talking not just about what the principles are, but what it is that lawyers do. I really think it's important to connect the theory that we'll be talking about in the classroom and what are, let's admit it up front, some very, very old cases and old law. But I think it's really important to translate that and talk about what that
Here's what I
actually
found on the
means
web
in the
for that
real
we'll be
world.
talking about. The classroom in one of its fronts, something very old.
Ah, interesting. Sorry about that. Siri's just like butted into our conversation. Brings me to another point about research and reading. Siri is not your friend. Well, it might be your friend if you're trying to work out where the nearest place is to get petrol or something. But Siri, Google, Wikipedia have only very limited helpfulness when it comes to research in relation to contract law. Um, you're really going to need to brace yourself for it. There will be a lot of reading, not just a little bit of reading, a lot of reading. Sometimes you won't do it all. Don't let that stop you from engaging with the recordings or coming to class, because you will have to catch up later. If you put off other things because you haven't got all of the reading done, and I think there will be weeks when you won't be able to get through it all because it will get as busy as you expect it to be and then some. If you keep putting things off, you will get yourself further and further behind. But if you approach it in an orderly fashion, if you accept that you might not understand all of the readings the first time you do it, and that's fine because that's what the class is for, then and you manage your time well, I think you'll find that this is a surprisingly enjoyable and interesting subject. So what can you do to get ready? I will be providing you some more detail around the assessment tasks over time, so watch out for that. In the meantime, start making yourself familiar with Canvas. If you haven't used Canvas before, and many of you won't have, you're relatively new to the JD program, it is worth just taking some time to just navigate through, understand the difference between modules or topics, and what is required for each week. I find the calendar tool particularly useful. Either get into the habit of using that or transpose, if you need to, the calendar information to your paper diary. Or if you use Google Diaries or something like that, you'll be able to publish that diary and that information in. Make sure that you set up your profile, add in a little picture there so that we can see what you look like. Put some information in about your profile. And also just start the process of mapping out what it is that you need to do and where you need to make time available over the course of the semester so that you're well organised. Also, take a little bit of a break. 12 weeks doesn't sound like very long, but they'll be a very, very busy 12 week. So go and rested and well prepared, and I'm sure we'll have a great time. Looking forward to getting to know you over the course of the semester. If you've got any comments, if you want to ask any questions, if you look right down there, you're actually able to make comments as we go in this very groovy process. Yeah, looking forward to meeting you. Talk soon.